I really hate hospitals. As we pulled into the parking lot, I could feel the pain and sadness emanating from its plain brick walls. I really didn't want to be there, but I had to visit my grandfather. Don't mistake me, I really love him. It's just that I hate seeing him that way. As far as I can remember, he was always the one who used to play with me and my sister. So when we came to his house, he take us to the attic and he told us, "This is a plane. We're gonna go anywhere you want." So he put like a chair in the front and two chairs in the back and told us, "I'm the pilot. This is the passenger." And he had sort of like this radio, and he started telling us like through the radio, "This is the captain. Please fasten your seatbelts. We're about to take off." Two, and then he asked, "Where do you want to go?" And we said like, well, we weren't that exotic, so we said like the park in the corner or such, more exotic, like Cartagena, something like that. But well, he took us anywhere. He told us, "Well, that's where we're going," and I could really picture like the plane, like those moments with him. I could really picture them, and I think all those memories went through my head as I went to visit him, as I walked through those white halls in the hospital. But I didn't know what to expect when I came to his room. But he grabbed me. The second I came in, he took my hand and he told me, "Do you see them?" And he said, "What were we looking at?" And he said, "The stars in the roof of my room." And he said, "But there are no stars there." He said, "Yes, there are." And he said, "No, there are not." So the doctor came in and told me, well, he told us all that he was going to start to hallucinate. His disease, which is Alzheimer, was going to start affecting his head. I was shocked. And this was not my grandfather. This was not the person I grew up with. And well, the talk about stars brought me back to something else he loved to do, which is look at them. He still has a telescope. He doesn't use it, but he took me out of the farm and he put the telescope to the stars and he said, "Look," and he told me the name of every single constellation there was, and he told me where it was. I tried to see them. I didn't think one time I saw them, but his, what he loved most to see was the moon, and he showed me the moon, and we did get to see that a lot. But he still said that it was mysterious, or like mysterious to him. And well, he told me everything, like how far the moon was away exactly. Like he wanted to go there. I think that was his dream when he was like a little kid, and I think he passed that dream to me. But well, I remembered all of that as I saw him like walking, sort of lost in his room. So we stayed there the entire afternoon. He started getting sort of agitated and sort of angry, and he started telling me the doctor's gonna kidnap him. And I said, "No, they're not gonna kidnap you." He said, "Yes." So he hid in the bathroom and he started hitting everyone who came close. So it took all afternoon to calm him down, but we finally managed to get him to bed. But as I left, I was overcome by this huge amount of sadness. It was inconceivable how a disease can turn a person into a shadow of his former self. I hate seeing him like this. That's why I try to avoid his house much, because I don't like seeing him like that. And I know it's right. I know it isn't his fault, but I just can't do it. So every time I see him, I have a trick. That trick is that I ignore that outer sort of shell, that fragile, delicate part, the confused, the lost one, and I try to picture him inside. I know that inside he will always be the same. He'll always be the same person I grew up with.